Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Got a nice reefer here parked at the shop. I believe he's a father-in-law to one of the guys next door here at the shop next door. Nice 386. Anyway, welcome back to another video. We're going to be doing a run to Baltimore and back, and then probably going to Oxford for lumber. I don't know if I'll have you guys along for the whole trip, but I figured I'd film this one because we're going to be right down in Sparrows Point where the bridge went down, so we might be able to get a glimpse at, I don't know, it's going to be off in the distance, but where the bridge went down. So stay tuned, guys. Enjoy the video. Another load loaded up, ready to head to Baltimore. It is another just beautiful morning here in Lancaster County, PA. So loaded up myself this morning and just pulled out on the road here, so I'm out of everybody's way. They were just getting into work, so we got her done, loaded up ourselves, and ready to head on down to Baltimore, so let's roll. So we're supposed to be on site at 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. and it is about 6 o'clock now. We got about an hour and 45 minutes down there. I had told you guys it's on the north side of Baltimore, but I was wrong. It's like, it's actually the south, what am I saying here? Southwest side, I guess you would say. So I'd like to take the Key Bridge, but obviously that one crashed, you know, that one's in the water, so I can't take the Key West. So normally I would go 30 to 83 because I can't take that, but traffic's already bad on 695. So I'm just gonna go down 95, pay the toll for the tunnels, and you know, it is what it is. Because 695 is already just in bad shape. So, yep, we'll just take 41 here, go down and get 95, and go from there. Beautiful Susquehanna River. Traffic looks pretty bad through the tunnel if you look on the map, the Google Maps, so we'll just have to deal with it. This is the first time since that bridge went down that I actually wanted to go that way, you know, but yep, we got to go through the tunnel, so we're just going to have to deal with this traffic. I mean, I'm going to lose probably at least 20 minutes, but it was an 8 a.m. delivery. My ETA was like 7:20. Now it's up to about 7:30 7:45 with this traffic, so it'll probably be 8 o'clock till I get there. I already called the guys that are there. I said, you know, I'm gonna try to be there by 8, but you know, it might be a little after. He said, totally fine. So I usually tell people the biggest thing is, if you're gonna be late or, you know, anything like that, just make the people aware of it, you know. That way you're not getting there late and they're getting all upset at you because they're waiting on you. So he said it's fine, take your time through the traffic, you'll get there when you get there. So that's music to my ears, because we're not in great shape with all this traffic. Really, officer? Really? Unbelievable. Pulling people over in heavy traffic. Oh yeah, very safe. Weighing him on the side of the road. Very safe. Good job, hero. Unbelievable. Got traffic backed up to the right, 4 lanes beside him, and he's there weighing a truck. You know, like, come on, man. My GPS can't figure out what I'm doing. It's trying to take me back to the bridge there. I guess it doesn't know that the bridge isn't there anymore. So yeah, it's trying to reroute me, get me off up here at Keith Avenue and take me back down. But you need to be updated, I guess. I guess they've been working on getting the pieces out of the water where that bridge collapsed, trying to make a temporary, you know, place where the ships can continue coming in again. But it's crazy. I can't imagine what that did to the port. All those ships, you know, not being able to come in through. Like we got about 25 minutes yet. My ETA is up to 7:57, so I got 3 minutes to spare, and I imagine I'm gonna lose it. So it'll probably be about 8:05 till we get there. I guess this is the correct entrance. I don't really know. And I can't see with that truck there, so I guess we'll just wait till we get the green arrow. Looks like this is all gated, but I guess you just press a button and talk to somebody. I don't know. There's no guard or anything there. But yeah, see what we can find. I really don't like when somebody just says, you know, the guy I talked to is not on site, right? But he didn't give me any number or anything. And I don't like when people do that, you know, when they just say, well, go there, somebody will be there. Like, no, you give me a contact of somebody that's going to be here. So I'm not driving around looking like I don't know what I'm doing, right? Here they are. I see a red truck. Yep. Here we is. Oh, Delaware Paving? What? Okay. That's from, or Delaware Valley. That's from back in the 610. Let's see what they got to say here. That is Interstate 195 over yonder. It's kind of interesting, they got an electric fence over here. Look at that. Warning, electric fence alarmed and monitored, 7,000 volt. All I can say is don't try to jump that fence. I guess that keeps people out. They are not wasting any time. Beltway really wasn't bad. Yeah, it was not bad coming around there. The tunnel's all jammed up. But now we got traffic here on 695, close to the point, close to the Sparrows Point here. So obviously the bridge is not there, so I guess everybody's going to the port. I don't know where all this traffic's going. I know in Atlantic Forest it can be some pretty long lines, pretty long waiting times, so we'll see. Hopefully there's not 10 trucks there. Like we got a crash or something, so that's why it's all backed up. Right lane's closed. Somebody's letting me over. That's nice of them. Thank you, sir. Got going on. It looks like it's right at the bridge. Somebody go down over. Kind of looks that way. Oh, wow. Wow. Boy, he got lucky. Look at that. Yikes. Been waiting for a while till this train gets out the way. He's gonna Y off to the left. I gotta stay to the right here. So we just gotta wait. Those graphics or paintings, whatever you want to call them, always amaze me. I know it's kind of vandalizing a real car, but it's crazy the talent some of those people have. I can see, I know you guys can't see it because I can just see the tips of it, of the cranes, the barge cranes in the water out on the bay. Right here's where the bridge is that went down. You know, it's right in front of us. We're here, it's right here. So I can see the cranes, but I don't know if we'll be able to get a good view at all when we leave or not, but we'll see. Look at that old locomotive. Isn't that cool? To follow him. He gonna tell me where to park. I think we just stay out in the middle here. And then he'll go in there and get it. I don't think we need any dottage, so shouldn't need to put any boards down. So the first question from last week's video, we're going to answer that from Breyer and Sons on YouTube. If you were starting out doing local flatbed, what truck would you buy? Would you choose pre-emissions or newer? Now, you guys know I like the older trucks, so my dream is to buy an older one. But to make it worth it, like if you don't care how your truck looks, I don't know, buy something cheap, you know, that gets good fuel mileage. But if it were me, my dream is to buy something a little older. But, you know, if you're doing local work and you're doing a lot of tight stuff like we are, sometimes it'd be nice to have a, you know, something with a shorter wheelbase. So if you want my advice, if you're going to go local flatbed, it depends a lot what you're doing. But you know, these job site deliveries and all that, it'd be nice to get something with a short wheelbase, day cab. If you want fuel efficiency, you know, you're probably better off with something newer. For me, I want something older, something that's easier to work on and all that. So it's somewhat a matter of opinion, you know. I don't really want a newer truck, but it's a matter of opinion. But for me, absolutely, I would buy an older truck. You know, it just depends. And for this local work, you get it in and out some tight places. So some of these Volvos and something with a Freightliner, something with a tight turn radius, you can get around a lot better than I can, I'll tell you that. Something with a shorter hood, you know. So that's kind of my advice. Hopefully that answers your question. Thanks for the question. I thought it was like pretty warm already, but it's just breezy here by the water. Chilly. Put the jacket back on. Now, people ask all the time how you keep the truck clean. Well, when you have time, you wipe it down, you know. I wiped it all down with a microfiber. Then we'll just take some quick wax here. Still got some of this left. Secret sauce. So, you know, and you just wipe her down. When the weather's nice, you keep it clean. There's 20s, 14s, and 16s, so I'm not sure how exactly he's planning on doing it, but I'm sure he's got it figured out. Got quite a few trucks that just pulled in, so I think the timing might have been pretty good as far as what time we got here. I was afraid there's going to be a long line of trucks, but I think we got here just at the right time, which is always a good thing. So while he's loading me up, I'll show you guys, I finally got these rods in here. See what they do there? And they mount up there to the cab. So this is your exhaust bracket, your elbow bracket, or your Y-pipe bracket, whatever you want to call it. It's a Dynaflex design. It goes on the clamp where your picket elbow and your Y-pipe come together. So exhaust rides with your cab, not your frame. So I don't know. See how it works out. I just had it hanging there before. It worked. For the time being, at least, you know. It was just hanging there, but that's a big... There's a lot of guys that just run it like that with 5-inch Y-pipes. If you have a 7-inch Y-pipe, you know, those things are pretty heavy, so I figured I better put them on. And they had given me the wrong ones, so that's why I couldn't put them on before. They gave me rods for a 5-inch, so that's why they were like way too long. But horse and buggy hooked me up, swapped them out, and we got them installed. It's like 28,000 board feet, so it's a full load, that's for sure. It's all dry lumber though, so it's about 47,000 pounds, I think it said. Got my bar out, straps ready. Not sure how many more packs he has. He's coming around to the other side. I got the paperwork. You have the paperwork, or I got it up there?
Right up with it.
Oh, okay. All right, sounds good. I appreciate it, man. Alrighty, we're good to go. Got her all loaded up. A lot of trucks waiting in line. I'm glad we're loaded. Bridge was way off in the distance here. I'll make sure I zoom the video in, but I'm gonna go over here and check it out. Looks like the barge is still there. Look at that. That is just sad. They're working at getting the pieces out, I guess, but wow, crazy. Anyway, now that we've seen that, let's keep rolling. Let's get this load on up to Gordonville, and then we should have time to grab a load in Oxford yet. And Mike had asked the question on last week's video, how'd you get into YouTube? Well, I can't say that it was something that I ever seen myself doing. It's not like it was like my #1 dream or anything like that. Barely watched other YouTubers, really. There was a few guys that I watched sometimes, but I don't know, I kind of decided I wanted to do it. Was too tight to buy a camera, didn't feel like spending the money on a good camera like this. And then my wife bought me one for my birthday, and that's all she wrote. That's where it all started. So I felt awkward being on camera. I was like, this ain't gonna work. But I started and ended up enjoying it. I'm loving it. So yeah, I just kind of started doing it. The biggest thing for me was I wanted to, so as a little tot, I dreamed of driving one of these things, right? So basically, I just want to, I don't know, through my videos, share with other people that, you know, dreams can come true, I guess. I mean, of course, the ultimate dream is to buy my own eventually, not right away, eventually, but, you know, I do these videos because, I guess to answer your question, how did I start YouTube or why, I just, you know, it's kind of part of it. As I wanted to share with other people that trucking can be fun, and I love it. I wanted to share that passion with other people. So that's kind of why I do it, how I got started. And you said that you guys lived on Wilson Avenue. I'll just stay in the middle lane. We live on the next street over, the next street west. Crazy. Small world, you know? Another question from last week's video. How did my wife and I meet? Well, I seen her for the first time, I think I was 15. And we didn't actually, we met each other when we were both 16. She's about, 5 months younger than I am, so we're close to the same age. But yeah, we met at a local event for the first time. We were both 16, and I knew that's who I wanted, I guess. Was never in any other relationship. She was the only one. So now we had a year or so that we kind of parted ways when we were 17. You know, we were young, we didn't know what we want. But yeah, we just celebrated our 8-year anniversary, April the 5th. So we've been married 8 years. Got married in 2016, and what can I say? I'm extremely blessed. I don't know what I'd do without her. You know, my wife is a stay-at-home mom. She works very hard to raise our children right, if you will. I mean, we're far from perfect, but her being a stay-at-home mom is, you know, it's a huge blessing, I'm telling you. Huge blessing. She could be out making money and, you know, getting rich and all that stuff, but she'd rather stay at home, care for the kids, you know, try to teach them right from wrong. And so that's a huge blessing. I mean, I'm telling you, that's huge. I know some people have to work to support, you know, some ladies have to work to support their family and all that, but it's one thing I've really appreciated about her. But yeah, so we met when we were 16, and you know, it's like I said, it's been such a huge blessing, and she is just amazing in every way. So thanks for the question. And we got another one from Grizzly Ridge Runner on YouTube, asking what year the truck is it a glider, what engine, all that good stuff. This is a 2007 Pete 379. It is, like I said, it's an 07. It's got a pre-emissions engine. It's got a Cummins ISX 475. So, yeah, don't got to deal with emissions or any of that, you know what I'm saying? Got the old ISX in there. It runs good, man. It's tuned by Jerry Martin back there in Ephrata. If you're a truck driver, you probably know who I'm talking about. Very popular people back there, Jerry and his boys. You know, they got a truck that they pool with at the truck pools and all that. Good guys, but they tuned her for us. It's got about 600 and I forget what it was, 690, something like that to the crank. About 610 to the wheels. So she's got some power. Runs really strong. Runs really strong. Truck was purchased out of the South. Came from Mississippi. Was bought by J&S Truck Sales in Tennessee. And they kind of cleaned her up. Made her look good again. Was pretty beat up, I'll tell you that. So, you know what? Let me just show you before and after of when we got it. They had cleaned it up a lot. It looked good. But let me show you a picture of how it looked then when we bought it and how it looks now. So anyway, thanks for that question. It's also got a 13-speed transmission in it. So any more questions there, let me know in the comments and I got you. Question by Doug. Does my company, Danco Construction, do they build things? Is trucking just kind of on the side? Yes, they do steel. We do steel buildings. Michael? We do steel buildings. So that's our specialty. We also do designing. Lancaster Design Build. So if you're looking at designing a project, we also do that. So it's Lancaster Design Build and Danco Construction. And the trucking, yes, the trucking is, you know, we haul a lot of our own things, but we also work for other people a lot. So we got the 2 trucks. Yeah, it's just kind of on the side. Construction is the main thing. So I got another question that was asked. If I would need to pull. So there was another question that got asked. If I need to pull a longer trailer, this was by Trevor. Could you, if ever needed, handle a longer trailer for bigger payloads? Yes. My boss was actually gonna buy a detached, like a heavy haul trailer, because we were thinking of getting more excavating equipment and getting into a little more of that, but I don't know. It's kind of looking, I kind of doubt if that's going to happen right away. I don't know if it's still going to happen in the future or not, but we kind of shied away from that. So, you know, but yeah, if I would need to pull a bigger trailer, absolutely I'd do it. Now, oversized heavy haul is a whole nother ball game, you know, but I'm not scared to pull oversized. I would definitely pull a bigger trailer. It's where the money's at. I mean, if you, yeah, I know that's competitive too and challenging at times, but you know, if you're willing to haul heavy equipment around, like, yeah, you can do pretty good with that. Thanks for the question, Trevor. Appreciate it. I think that was pretty much all the questions, you know, and you guys can ask questions whenever you want to, you know. I try to respond to the comments, so just did that last week for something different, you know, like a Q&A, but whenever you have questions, feel free to ask. I always have my email in my bio too, usually in the description. And also, there was a few of you that commented, hey, you want that, my wife's buffalo chicken dip recipe. I'm gonna put that in the description of this video. So you want that recipe? It is down below the video. Oh, what now? On a Friday. Whatever. I think it's road work. Been sitting in it for about 10 minutes already. It's a Friday, the weather's nice, everybody's out and about. Ugh. You know, I had mentioned something to you guys about some shirts with a nice design. We're in the process of it, you know. I'm communicating with somebody. Kind of gave him an idea of what I want. So I'm excited. We'll see how they turn out. I mean, he does nice work, so I'm confident, you know, that he's gonna get me a nice design. But it's exciting. Can't wait. Finally we got through it. Ah, was in that for like 30 minutes. Really, guys? I don't understand why they have the left lane closed. They're not even working in the lane. Gee, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Traffic all backed up. Oh well. Step on it. That's what I'm talking about. You can come to Lancaster and have a buggy ride. kinds of obstacles on the road today. Oh, he's letting me out. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. That's nice of you. Let's see, that was about 15 minutes. Get that unloaded. I didn't get a chance to get my camera out. We're too busy chatting. I was showing him pictures of the bridge that I got. Now the footage was obviously not as great as I thought. Zooming that in, it's too blurry, but got a couple of good pictures for you guys at least. Now we got somebody pulling in. Keep coming. I'm just gonna back out on the street. Let him go past. Thank you. Head on down to Oxford, get a load of lumber to finish off the week. Just parked here and went over to the Wawa, get some lunch. Celsius energy drink. Matt, you shouldn't drink energy drinks. They're bad for your health. I probably shouldn't. I rarely do, but occasionally. Got a buffalo chicken wrap. So, let's head on down there and get that reload now. I had forgot I didn't bring a lunch. So all of a sudden I come around the corner here, I'm like, oh, I gotta get some lunch here.